Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for latest updates.
Hello guys, I'm Radishan here and welcome to my new video. This video is the second episode of the Mathematical Foundation for Computer Science course. And in this episode, we are discussing about determinants. In the last class, we just discussed about the metrics and different type of metrics, all the things. So today we have the determinants. So basically, a determinant is a scalar value that is function of the entries of the square matrix. That's a basic definition, and the next practical definition is this. The mathematical expression, the a1 b2, all these are numbers or elements or anything. So a1 b2 minus a2 b1 can be expressed as a1 b1 a2 b2 like this. Okay, the above form is called the determinant of a second order. This is the second order determinant, and each of the numbers a1 b1 a2 b2, all the things are called elements. Thus we have an example here. 2 actually just think that we have a matrix 2 5 3 9, the matrix, and then determinant of that matrix will be 2. We have to write like this. Actually matrix sign will be like this. Okay, then we have the determinant sign like this and insert the elements. Then 2 into 9 minus 3 into 5, simple. The determinant of second order matrix is very simple. Okay, so we have the similar arrangement and the 9 elements, and we have the determinant of third order will be like this. This is a determinant of the third order, like the 3 rows and 3 columns. That's all. In the first row we can see a1 b1 c1. Second row we can see a2 b2 c2. There, this is the elements. So in the determinant we can see we have an equation. This is what we call as a determinant. This is the equation. Determinant of a equal j is equal to 1 to n. Actually j is the second. aij is a general term. aij is general term, ith row and jth column. Okay, so actually we are calculating determinant based on the first row. So the a1 will be constant there and the j is changing. So we have sigma j is equal to 1 to n. N minus 1 raised to 1 plus j. This is not I plus j. Okay, 1 plus j. Then the element first element aij. Ij is the I, and here j start from 1 to n. So a11 here is here the a11 is a1. Okay, when into determinant of ai, this the determinant of this thing in the third order matrix will be b2 into c3 minus b3 into c2, like this. First we have to eliminate the column and row, ith column and jth row. So we will ith row and jth column, and we will get the second order matrix, and we have to find the determinant. So we'll find the determinant of this general matrix now according to this equation. We have the elements a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 a3 b3 c3. Sorry, determinant. Okay, determinant will be, here we have the sigma I to n. The only the n is 3. Okay, 1 2 3. So the first case, the sorry, not n, j is the maximum number of j, the limit of j is 3, and the first number first j is 1. Okay, so minus 1 raised to 1 plus j. In the first case we have j as 1 plus 1 2. Okay, into a1j. 1j first value of j is 1 here, so a11 is a1 into determinant of a1j is here we can see the determinant of this is B2 into C3 minus B3 into C2. B2 into C3 minus B3 into C2 plus minus 1 raised to, we here minus 1 raised to 1 plus j. Now the j is 2, so 1 plus 2 is 3, minus 1 raised to 3 into the next A12 is B1. A12 means the element in the first row and second column is B1. Here we will write B1 into determinant of that B1 will be, what will be the determinant? We have to eliminate the row and column of B1, and what we get after remaining this thing, 4 elements, 1 2 3 4, and A2 into C3 minus A3 into C2, A2 into C3 minus A3 into C2 plus again plus minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3 4, A1j, j is 3 here, A13 first row and third column, first row third column, C1, then the determinant of C1 will be, eliminate the column and row, A2b3 minus A3b2, A2b3 minus A3b2, okay, this thing. We have an example with this equation. We have the first element, we have the determinant here. If we have to find the determinant of the matrix, this matrix, and we have we are taking the first row, so 3, before 3 we have minus 1 raised to I plus j, here I plus j is 2, so minus 1 square is 1, so 3 into 2 into 2 4 minus 3 into minus 1 3, 4 minus 3. Here we have minus because here we can see the minus 1 raised to I 1 plus j, j will be 2, then 1 plus 3 is 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, minus 1 raised to 3 is minus 1, so we have minus here, minus 1 and 2 into 2, 2 into 2, the determinant of 1, the 2 into 2 minus 1 into 1, actually minus and minus will get plus, and 4 plus 1. Then the same way we'll get the answer like the third element, third element in the first row, 3 into minus 6, like minus 26. And in general we have the determinant like A1, B1, etc., L1, A2, B2, etc., and AN, BN, etc., LN. We are just giving it as 1, and the determinant in 1 have n rows and n columns, thus n square elements. If a determinant have n rows and n columns, it will have n square elements, and this diagonal A1, B2, C3, D4 like Ln to up to Ln is called the principal diagonal. So that's over, and we have to discuss few properties of determinants. The first property is determinant of A equal determinant of A transpose. Determinant of A equal determinant of A transpose, which means that A transpose is interchanging the rows and rows or columns. We have matrix A, and if you need to find the transpose, just change the rows into columns. That's all. Interchanging a pair of rows or columns of a matrix change signs of the determinant of A. If we, in this case, if we interchange the rows like this, the first row will be second row and second row will be first row, then the value will become 26 instead of minus 26. The sign gets changed. Okay. Then if a matrix A has a pair of identical rows, if two rows or columns, if two rows or columns are identical, then determinant will become 0. We uses these properties for fast calculations. Actually, we don't have, if there is, actually, if just think that if two rows are identical, and we don't need to spend much time to find the determinant, because if two rows are identical, or columns are identical, the determinant is 0. Next, if each element in a row or column of a matrix A is multiplied by k, then the determinant is multiplied by k. Not all the rows or even a single row or column is multiplied by k, then the determinant of A is multiplied by k. If the element of one row is multiple of, just think that if the element of one row or column of a matrix are multiples of another row or column, which is not on, it is 1, okay, then the determinant is 0, which means that here just think that this 3 1 3, like if we have the element 6 2 6 here, then the determinant will become 0, because this will be the multiple of that. That is the same reason. There are multiple are available there, then the determinant will be 0. Next, determinant of A, B. The determinant of the product of two matrix are the determinant of the individual matrix. The product of individual matrix. Determinant of AB will be AB means we are multiplying two matrices, and we will get a separate one called AB. Then the determinant of that matrix is equal to the determinant of A into determinant of B. So that's it, guys. The next class will discuss about different methods of calculating determinants and all the things. This was an introduction. So thanks for watching this video. Keep watching my videos and please subscribe to my channel. Love you.